Makeup with B. Today I'm going to be doing a drugstore first impressions video. Now, I'm not going to lie, a few of these products I have tried before, so I will make sure to tell you which ones I've tried and I've really liked and really enjoyed using, and I'll definitely let you know the ones that I've never tried before and it's first impressions. As you can see, I don't have any makeup on my face right now. It is, it's just one of those days when, Before we get into it, I have already moisturized and primed my face. I actually forgot to pick up a drugstore primer when I was in the shop, so apologies for that. The primer is not drugstore. I put on the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So other than that, we can get on into this video. Oh, and make sure to subscribe. I've already put my base on, and now we are going to go into the foundation for today. So I'm going to be trying out the Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation, and I am in the shade Ivory. The reason I picked this one is because I have super oily skin, and this is a matte foundation with shine control, which is always a big thumbs up in my book. So we will see if it actually does what it says it does. Oh, it is really moussey. I personally don't use a lot of drugstore foundations just because my face is so temperamental, but I would really like to try some more cheaper alternatives. And I saw that a YouTuber, I think her name's Nikki Joy, she has an amazing YouTube channel for people with oily skin, because she has oily skin and she does all these reviews on products. She recommended this one, so this is the main reason why I'm trying this. So thank you, Nikki. I hope it works. Now, I'm not sure if this is like a full coverage. I'm not sure, so I kind of went ham on the application, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to be using my Beauty Blender. It is really super duper moussey. Like, it's really, really light. It doesn't feel really cakey when you're putting it on just with my finger. And just blending it in now, it blends really nicely. I think the colour is a really good match for me at the moment because I am so pale. Because this is a drugstore foundation, it is significantly cheaper. And also, drugstore foundations are more likely to go on sale as well. Places like Chemist Warehouse, Priceline, they're more likely to have sales or discounts. So I'm pretty sure I got this foundation for $7 at Priceline because there was like 50% off all of the Rimmel products. Looking up close at the foundation, it does have a slightly pink undertone, which is not my skin at all. My skin's neutral. This shade is, it's doing okay, but the foundation itself, it's looking pretty flawless on the skin. I don't know if it's because I put so much on that it is completely covering up all of my blemishes, almost. I mean, you can still see a few peeking through, but coverage-wise, this is really, really good. My initial thoughts are that it blended really nicely. The colour suits me. It's okay, the colour is okay. It's a little slightly pink undertone, but I can deal. And I'm really enjoying the finish. It's pretty full coverage. It covers up most of my blemishes, and I'm pretty happy with it. Be interesting to see how it lasts on the skin. So I will check in at the end of the day to see how all of this new makeup kind of lasts throughout the day, how it looks. But first impressions, this is looking pretty good. It's still a little bit tacky, so it hasn't completely dried down just yet, but I'm gonna set it with a powder anyway. On to concealer. These are the products that I have tried for a couple of weeks now and I've been really loving. It is the Rimmel London Match Perfection Concealer, and I am again in the shade Ivory. The only downside to this product, I would say, is that it doesn't have a lot of product in it. I've been using it for maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, and it's almost gone. And I don't really go that ham on concealer. I usually make sure I get a really solid foundation that covers up a lot of my blemishes so I don't have to cake on another layer of concealer. So I don't even use that much and it is almost gone. So that would probably be the only downside. But other than that, it's a really, really great product, really long lasting, and it really does a really good job of covering up my dark circles underneath my eyes. I bake most of my concealer anyway, so I don't experience a lot of creasing. So if I'm honest, I'm not sure if you don't bake, I'm not sure what happens to it. It could crease. So it's got a really, really nice brush. Okay, I say I don't really go ham, but look what I've just done. I really, really love the application on this. It's got kind of like a brush where you squeeze the product up through the brush. It's really cool. So this product's really great for brightening, really great for covering up those blemishes. This concealer is definitely a thumbs up for me. And again, it's a drugstore price, so super affordable. I live on a ground floor apartment, and it's always really awkward when I see my neighbors walking past my window while I'm talking to myself, basically. I either have to like freeze and not move and hope they haven't seen or heard me, or I just continue on and just look like a crazy person who is talking to herself. I didn't pick up a loose powder from the drugstore, so I am going to be using my Laura Mercier powder to bake. My eyelids now, and I'm going to be using the powder that I'm going to use later to set the rest of my face. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Matte Makeup Powder, and I am in the shade Classic Ivory. I am now going to go into a few eyeshadow colors that I picked up. Now I'm super duper excited to see how these eyeshadows are going to go on my eyes. So the first eyeshadows that I want to talk about are the Essence eyeshadows. So I have the shades Black as a Berry and Mauve Time. So these are just two single eyeshadows. They are $3 each, so a huge bargain. The first one is a kind of a dark berry tone, and the second one is a beautiful mauve. So really excited to use these for a nice wintry kind of plummy look. And the second lot of shades that I wanted to try out is from a brand called Fifth Avenue. Now I haven't tried any makeup products from this brand before, but I saw these baked eyeshadows and I thought they looked really super interesting. This is from their Amethyst Bake Eyeshadow Quad, and they just looked really nice and metallic. And I haven't even swatched these, so I have no idea how they're gonna turn out. They could be great, they could be a complete disaster. I bought these from Kmart and they were $6. So really cheap, and I'm like crossing my fingers that they look nice on the eyes and they're really easy to apply, so we shall see. Now there isn't a transition shade out of either of these eyeshadows, so I think I might go into my trusty chocolate bar palette and pick a transition shade. I am gonna go in with Salted Caramel and Milk Chocolate from the chocolate bar palette and just buff them into my crease. A foundation update. I can see that the foundation is really sinking into my lines right now, which isn't great. I can see them on my smile lines here and also on my forehead here, even where I've baked, which is really weird. I thought this foundation was going to be too good to be true. And it has definitely oxidized as well. I can see it getting darker and darker. You guys might be able to as well. Anyway, we'll continue. So I've just put some crease colors in to create a bit of dimension before I go into these beautiful colors. So first off, I'm gonna go into Mauve Time and I'm gonna pop that on my entire lid. So just popping that on my, oh, wow. Ooh, I'm liking this shade. It is really pigmented, but definitely a lot of fallout. Oh well. It blends really nicely as well. I am really digging this shade. First impressions of this shade, really nice, really pigmented and easy to blend. I don't find it to be patchy at all. It is just really, really gorgeous and I'm loving the color. So going into the Black as Berry, and I'm going to be focusing this on the outer corner of my eye. Yeah, this shade isn't as great. It isn't blending out as easy as the Mauve Time, and it is going to take me forever to blend this out. I'm going to just take a clean brush and just really buff both of those together and try and get that to be a really nice gradient. So both of these eyeshadows definitely have a lot of fallout. So I definitely, if you're going to be doing your eye makeup with these eyeshadows from Essence, I would definitely do your eyeshadow first, then your foundation, which is what I probably should have done. Other than that, this Mauve Time is a really beautiful shade, and also it's easy to blend, it's not chalky, it's really, really nice and soft. Whereas this dark one was the complete opposite. Really chalky, hard to blend, and to be honest, I'm not even really that impressed with the color either. It came out a lot darker. I was expecting a more kind of plummy color, but it's definitely a lot darker, more towards black. So now I'm going to go into that Fifth Avenue quad, and I'm going to be trying out the two shimmer shades up here. The shades don't actually have names, so I'm going to be using this pinky one down here and this more kind of plummy one down here. I'm just going to be packing it on the corner. So now with some MAC Fix Plus on my brush, because initially putting it on with just a brush with nothing on it, it's okay. Like, it's not as metallic as I thought it would be. So let's see what it's like with the MAC Fix Plus. Oh wow. That is a really, really nice shimmer shade. The color is really beautiful. Okay, so I am really happy with that color. It is that dark plummy color that I was hoping to get from the Essence dark eyeshadow, the Black as Berry, that didn't get, but popping this over the top is really, really beautiful. Now I'm gonna go in with this really light pink. It's kind of like a dusty pink, but a metallic dusty pink. Does that make any sense? I'm not sure. And I am just going to pop that on the center of my eyelids. So again, I'm going to pop some MAC Fix Plus on my brush. That color is gorgeous. It's applying really beautifully, like the darker shade from the same quad. Really enjoying it. I am just going to go back in with the Mauve Time and pop that on the inner third of my eye, and just to blend out that dusty pink. Okay, so there you have it. Overall, happy with the shades that I picked. Really impressed by the Fifth Avenue quad. The shades are really nice and metallic. Yep, you needed some MAC Fix Plus to really bring out that intensity, but you need that with a lot of shimmer shades anyway. Okay, so now I am going to be trying these new products from Rimmel. Again, I've got a lot of things from Rimmel. I think it's because everything was on sale. So it is the Rimmel London Volume Shake Mascara and the Brow Shake Filling Powder. When you shake it, the product goes on the wand. I thought they were really, really interesting, so I thought I would try them out on my channel. So we might try the Brow Shake first. Can you hear that? Ooh, it's like a powder. It's got a really small wand. So let's have a look and see how they look on the brows. Oh wow. Wow. So this is obviously a lot darker, but they didn't have my color and I wanted to try it out anyways. So yes, this is really, really dark, but it's for experimental purposes. Just wanted to see what the formula was like. And now I'm going to brush them out and hope that that makes it less intense. Obviously, if you have really dark eyebrows, this would be great for you, but it looks kind of silly on me. Again, with the fallout, because it's a powder, it just goes bloody everywhere. Not having a good day with fallout. The color and the pigmentation of the powder is incredible. So much so that it goes onto you and doesn't come off. Ooh. So I don't think I'm going to be using this on my other eyebrow purely because it is hella messy and it's not very precise. As you can see, my eyebrow over here is really thick because the wand on here is too thick. It's not like a brush where you can do a really nice precise line. It's kind of like a round wand. And I am not a fan at all. So I'm going to take this off and use a different eyebrow product. Okay, so I am back. My eyebrows are fixed, or as good as I could do without taking my whole face of makeup off and putting it back on again. So just to recap, for the brow shake, the wand was just too thick and the powder was just dropping all over my face. So I guess if you are going to use it, make sure you don't have your foundation on. Luckily, my Benefit brow was there to save the day. So now onto mascara. I'm going to be using, like I said, the Rimmel Volume Shake Mascara. Doesn't really, you can't really hear it shake that much. There you go. If you like really shake it really hard, you can hear it. On first looks, I'm pretty loving the wand. The wand is really fat. It looks really good. I'm gonna do one eye having used an eyelash color and the other eye without an eyelash color to see if there is any difference. It says that it gives you volume without clumps. Now, I personally don't really mind clumpy mascaras. I think they look really retro. Oh. Oh. Initial thoughts. I am liking this mascara. It separates the lashes really nicely. I wouldn't say it gives you much length. You do obviously have to put more than one coat on. So we'll just let that first coat semi-dry and go on to the other eye that hasn't been curled. Okay, after maybe 3 or 4 coats, I don't really think that I can see a lot of volume on my eyelashes, which is disappointing. But I would say that it does a really great job of separating the lashes and making them look really fluttery. But seeing as this is advertised as a volumizing mascara, I wouldn't say that's what it does at all. It's really nice for the bottom lashes. Impressed with that. So this mascara definitely does stay pretty wet for a long time. It takes a while to dry. That's why I'm like trying to not move my eyes that much. Oh no, I just felt it go on my... For the top lashes, I can't say that it gives you very much volume, and it does stay pretty wet, which is really annoying and can give you a lot of transfer. So I would say this is okay as a product. I wouldn't say it's a complete dud, but I would say it's okay. Doesn't really do what it says on the bottle, but it's an okay mascara, I guess. This foundation is almost completely dry, but I am going to set the rest of my face so I can have a really nice base for when I put on these other products. Now that's all set, I'm going to be going in with my Rimmel London Sculpting Palette. These are a really nice product. I've been using them for a couple of weeks now, and the shades just really suit me. I've got to admit, the highlighter doesn't really do anything for me, but the contour and the blush are really great colors. So just using my Sigma tapered brush, I'm going to be doing a bit of a contour, nothing too crazy, but just a little bit of a contour so you can see the shade of this product. Nothing too crazy, she says. If you can see, that shade is just a really nice, it's not too cool tone, and it just looks really nice on my skin. Okay, so now I've done the contour, I'm going to go into the blush from the same palette. It's a really beautiful, kind of a corally pink. Yeah, it's really subtle and I really love it. So as you can see, it gives a really nice flash of colour to the cheeks and a really easy to blend as well. So really happy with this, apart from the highlighter, which is basically just like a white powder. It doesn't really do much. Now for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Rimmel London Sun Shimmer. So it's a 3-in-1 shimmering bronzer. As you can see, it's got all those beautiful shades there. Really, really, really kind of summery, even though it's the middle of winter in Australia. Haven't tried this yet, so I'm keen to see. I've swatched it, but I'm keen to see what it looks like on the face. It's very, very light, maybe even too light even for me, and I'm super pale, so. It's a really nice color. Actually, that might be the perfect color for me. I'm liking that as a bronzer. It's warming up my face without making me look orange, which is always a plus. I like this. I am enjoying this product. The color that I am realizing is not going to go with this look at all, but I just wanted to try it out anyway. So it is this mesmerizing magenta shade from Maybelline, and it is in their matte collection. I have another lipstick from their matte collection and I love it. The formula is amazing. So I know it's not going to look good with the eyes, but I'm going to put it on anyway just because I want to see if it's the same formula as the one I already have. So unfortunately, this lipstick is a bit of a dud for me. The color is not nearly as bright as it looks when you're swatching it on your hand. It's really patchy. I probably put on maybe 2 or 3 coats and you can still see my lips peeking through. And it's just not that hit that I was hoping for in a hot pink. So I'm gonna take this off and put on a different lipstick. I changed my lipstick. I have put on from exactly the same range as the hot pink, the shade Touch of Spice. And I've had this for years and I've been using it for years and it's so good. So I'm really disappointed that a color from the same range isn't as good as this one. So I don't know if this is a one-off, but this is a really, really great lipstick. If you're looking for a beautiful matte from the drugstore, I would definitely recommend the Maybelline Touch of Spice. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this first impressions on drugstore products. I was gonna do a check-in at the end of the day to see how the foundation has worn, but I don't really think I need to do that because I can already see from the short amount of time that I've put it on. I've probably had it for what, an hour maybe it's taken for me to film this. It's already breaking up on my chin, nose and forehead where I get especially oily. So I'm not going to bother doing a check-in at the end of the day. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be using this foundation. It was really great when you initially put it on your face, but it's not very long wearing for my skin. So guys, I hope you found this video informative. I like trying out new products, especially drugstore products, because I really, really want to find that holy grail product for half the price. I really enjoyed filming it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and let me know if you want to see more of these first impression sorts of videos. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video.